Let's start with Facebook. Because Facebook, I don't know if you've noticed, but Facebook has been in the headlines in 2018 largely for security reasons, or I should say lack of security reasons. And I spent part of my weekend dealing with the latest email hack, which is people saying, hey, you may have been hacked. You may have gotten an email from me saying, I'm looking for a friend request and don't accept it because it's this whole other thing. And for some reason, Facebook decided in the wake of this latest hack that today would be a good day to unveil a new device. And the device is called Portal. And it's essentially Facebook's way of competing with the Amazon Echo and the Google Home Assistant. And it is a Facebook-powered camera and microphone that I'm supposed to put in my home. And I'm sorry, but given all of the security problems that Facebook has had in the last 12 months, there's no way in the world I'm buying this thing.
Give me the downside, because the only downside I see is that Facebook knows a whole lot more about you all the time.
Exactly.
And everybody trusts Facebook with all of their data.
This just seems surprisingly tone deaf for a business that has been built by someone who really seems to have been in touch with the way the world is going in terms of online social media connections, and also with the acquisition of Instagram and WhatsApp, but particularly Instagram. This just seems, and I don't know how much money they spent to make this thing. I'm not worried about Facebook's finances because they basically print money, but this really seems like a misstep.
It seems like a misstep. I'll take the other side for a second, although I'm basically on the same side as you with this. And that is that so this was a scheduled launch, I assume, and yeah, they've got yet another bad headline from last week, and there'll be more in the future. I'm guessing if they delay this until we can't quite remember when the last time Facebook was in the headlines for, abusing our privacy, then they might have a very long wait, and this will blow over because news cycles are so short now that people. I mean, it's a bigger problem in the sense that Facebook is for us anyway, becoming more and more synonymous with failing in its what we would hope to be their protection of privacy and data and security.
Yes, and the difference with this latest hack is it's not just the headlines out on news sites and on cable television news. It's right there in your Facebook feed. I mean, my Facebook feed this weekend was a whole lot of people posting, including myself, by the way, posting a message saying, hey, if you got this thing from me, I was not actually sending you another friend request.
So you still go to Facebook? You still use it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
Okay. Well, when you stop, then you won't be confronted with this as much.
I guess that's true. But again,
because that's probably coming. Or is it? Are you taken by what you get from Facebook that you're unlikely to walk away from it?
So you and I have talked before about sports fandom and how, and I'll just use you as an example because you're sitting here.
No. Use a hypothetical me. No. Not me, just the guy who's a little bit like me, perhaps.
So you are very much a New York Yankees fan. And you, which is odd considering you're from Philadelphia, but that's a whole other thing. And I'll leave that to the people of both New York and Philadelphia to judge you for. I'm not going to judge you for it. I'll let them do that.
Philadelphia is closer to New York than Maine is to Boston.
We're talking about you. So you're a New York Yankee fan, and when the Yankees are not doing well, you've said before, when the Yankees aren't doing well, that you suffer from that. You're an invested fan, as opposed to there are teams that you root for that you only get good things from. If they're doing well, it's great, but you're not as emotionally invested as as you are with the New York Yankees. True?
True.
So that's sort of my relationship with Facebook. Like I'm not in the same way that you're not emotionally invested in a professional hockey team. And that's kind of how I am about Facebook. It's like, yeah, every once in a while I'll get something good from it. I'm not if there's garbage on Facebook, I'm not that invested.
Do you check it daily?
I don't think I do.
All right.
I just am now curious to see where this device goes, what comes up on the next conference call, or maybe the one after that in terms of, hey, how many of those Portal devices have you sold? Because it's hard for me to imagine it's going to be a lot.
I think it gets them in the game, right? And not necessarily that getting in the game is enough, because there are any number of times when one company, Facebook, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, is a laggard in one or another part of each other's markets and makes an attempt to get in. Microsoft with the phone, for instance, or Amazon with the phone. And it's just too late, right? So the devices and having the devices in the home, Amazon, Google, Apple, Facebook needs to be there in order to not miss out, perhaps, on what will be the next huge market. So this gets them in there, and obviously they're working with some disadvantages in terms of their reputation for security and privacy. But it gets them in the game, and it may be as much of a failure as Facebook getting into search. But, time will tell.